with their playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, it looks like he's trying to beat Lexi Thompson. Not too many people can boast that feat.
Yeah, Lexi Thompson is golfing royalty. She's been around for about 100 years, gaining the experience, gaining the trophies, gaining hearts out on the LPGA Tour. She's got it all going for her, and if it was me, I'd rather just sit back and watch and have a masterclass. I don't think I'd take her on.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson. This is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. This is going to be a tight tussle.
Age appropriate for Rollins' preference is closer to the first two victims in Kyle is. You've been stalking his family, so you want to know that. It's weird. What, an 8-9-year-old? Well, that, and most kids either pick a top or a bottom bunk. Both men just left. A top bunk blocks the view of the stars and the movie decorative now. Stanley's father.
Yeah, that one will play. TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Making birdie the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. Bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. That was wonderfully done. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Not a bad approach, that one. Quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one, still counts. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. If you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. And here we are with the third shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And back to the course with the live action. This will be a great up and down. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid stroke. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Well, that's well played. A great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth.
Gotta like their chances from there. On a nice line.
And nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And that will take him to 2 under. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And how's that ball lying?
She's gonna love this one, guys. Watch for the spin here. This is sitting pretty.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Second shot here on the fifth. Going with the 8-iron here. Attaboy, good shot. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can cost. Just one off the lead after that hole. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but the safe strategy lays back before them. Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, that's a nice line. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He's currently just in second place. The seventh here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Will that work? Up on the dance floor? Could have been worse. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Just didn't drop. And this putt coming up for his par. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. And that shot back in the fairway. And a par awaits him. That line was looking good, wasn't it? And this next putt, it's for bogey. And that finds him in a share of second. Finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green. It's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front, and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. This one needs to kick left.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
Oh, you know you want to.
Yeah, that's well judged. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
9 so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
From about 130 yards here, only 1 shot off the pace. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Little birdie looking here.
Looking good. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with it, it'll move to a couple under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards, and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a driver's close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set a birdie. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
That's not what they were looking for.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Getting ready to play their third. He shares top spot. That's inside the range.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And now at 3 under overall. The 12th at TPC Scotts, that was a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Quality shot that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
That's too bad. Just 3 feet to the cup. Nicely holed. And for par.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we are checking in down here with Justin Rose as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Now 2 shots up after that one. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes of the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right, or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out in the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just leg it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well played, mate. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. But this player is really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag. Although a 4 here never hurts. And Eddie, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Okay, steady now. That'll sting a bit. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. And this one looks to be heading down the runway. Great Sobrano Ballesteros inspired the entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. Opting for the 9-iron. This putt will take them to 5 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a mystery. 6 feet remaining to the cup. sweat over that one hole. Only 4 under for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
That's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
This putter's from birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, so close. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. Once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're going to make your birdie. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one is headed towards the nasty stuff.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? Huge bunker shot here to win the tournament. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Hang on, this is pretty... Well done to this player who was able to take TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke. In front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one can catch this player, let alone their rival.
On behalf of Rich Bean, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Bean in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Kuyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player has set a goal to beat Xander Schauffele. We have ourselves a duel.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, no thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Well, the only thing that really goes against Xander Schauffele is he doesn't win as often as he should. But every attribute in his game is just exceptional. You're talking about one of the best players out on tour. Wow, that's misjudged. An opportunity for a birdie here.
Putt is underway.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it, so yes, birdie on the first, great job.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Playing their fourth shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting for bogey here. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And with that, he moves up to even par. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
A fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. Was on a good line. Putting for par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at an even par. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This one will run uphill.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Reached the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple-looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And here we are with the third shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. A Chance to save the par if he can make this one. Looking really good this one. That's disappointing. Oh, just missed. This putt is for double bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 12th place. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Okay, that'll work. Now, long range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make it long, wouldn't it?
This is their look at birdie.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Looks like they may have pushed that one. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining in this hole. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's in the spot he feels most comfortable as first place. I don't think he's going to want to let that go.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's hit the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the 10.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine. And so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Got to try and save the par here.
Oh, that's a good way to win what was a challenging hole.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
And back to the play, shall we? Playing this one, about 130 yards out. 5 shots off the lead. Great shot. 12 feet to the cup coming up. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Just a 4-footer remaining. a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are trying to avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, Rich, you think you can make this one?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Putting for a par now, trailing by 4 strokes. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
He's going to need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sandwich is good enough to get this out.
That's disappointing from one bunker to the next. Well, Rich, where I'm sitting, this is makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I gotta say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Ouch, that hurts. This one's for bogey. And well hold. Let's move on. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Sitting in 4 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Time for the second shot at the 11. That's nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. Time now for the 4th shot. 5 shots off the pace.
Sometimes I don't know why I play these games.
Time to step into the bunker now. Okay, Hayden, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
tracking. He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Ooh, nice line. Ooh, that looks like a pure strike. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you think to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Straight out of the top draw.
Great touch.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
And here we are with the third shot. And that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
It's just about 3 feet away. And down it goes. And now at +7 for the round.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3, made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
That's a lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there just in third place.
Well, that's going to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And this one is for his par. This looks good. Never mind. Just go and make the next one you stand over. And that's a little disappointing. Dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if you can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
This one's online. Oh, that had eyes for a lovely shot. Trailing by 7 after that hole. As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 17, the long, strong par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Around 140 yards here.
Yeah, this one is veering off a little bit to the right.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do. That's an impressive little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
He has this putt to save his par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And we head to the famous finishing hole at the Riviera, the 18th, which really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
Just this putt remaining for a round of 78. That's all she wrote, folks. His work is done here. Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Tough tournament all around for this player. Better days ahead for them, I'm sure.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Bean, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henry Koyak down on the course following our feature group today.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
All right, Rich, your thoughts?
When they last played, Xander had the edge, so I expect someone has something extra to prove out there this week.
Yes, well, I don't want to cop any flack for this one, but Xander's going to kill you softly all around the course. That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. Starting the round at an even par.
Very nice par indeed, very solid hole play.
Let's hear from our on-course reporter John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been straight in the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, look, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you've got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nice shot, Dash. That should find the surface. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. 8 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, that's a ripper. That makes him tied for first. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test. Good shot there, Beamer. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He's currently tied for the lead. That was a beauty. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here. Rolling end to end, this is looking nice.
I don't mind this par putt. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently sitting in second. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 for the back tees. Rich, what are your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. It doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players would be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker's right, but you miss it out to the left. You've got a really challenging it down.
And he needs this to save par. Well done. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. that's a high caliber shot. 4 victories so far this season. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Putting for birdie.
Yep, tracking well.
And that will drop him for birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, get in! Let's take a look at the current standings. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie in the last hole. Keep it rolling. Second shot here on the 7th. And tidy looking shot that one. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. Here's Xander Schauffele. Let's return to live play now. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies. Looking good so far.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
I like it. He's feeling it.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Playing within their comfort zone there. Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. This is a good chance. Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make their par. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe? That's not the one he wanted. Henny, how bad is this lie?
The perfect lie in the sand doesn't exist. Oh, yes, it does. It's sitting good.
I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played.
Pretty good shot there.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Little birdie looking here.
That will drop and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 4 under. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come and catch you. I like their position.
Wonderfully played. And what are we looking at here, Henny?